Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Florence, Montana. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are at Autothil Field for the Loyola Breakers to take on the Florence Falcons, the state champion Florence Falcons, trying to make a return trip, and, well, the Breakers looking to see if they can mess that up. We're going to go ahead and jump into starting lineups as we have a late start here, so we're going to go ahead and get you going. Starting out with Florence Lady Falcons, leading off at Shannon Byrne. She is the pitcher. Batting second is number 17, Natalie Delac. That is the catcher. Batting third is number 2, Riley Mangun. She's going to hang out in left field. The first baseman will bat fourth. That's Kylie Kovac, number 20. Number 16, Daniela Zahn, is the shortstop. She bats fifth. Batting sixth is number 14, Jaden Larson, the DP. Batting seventh is number 18, Cassidy Yeoman. She is the right fielder. Hanging out in center field, batting eighth is number 4, Danara Greer. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Emily Kinnaman. The flex player for today's game is number 1, Colby Wood. The Florence Falcons are coached by Rob Rawls. And so now for the Loyola Breakers starting lineup. Leading off, number 6, Molly McHugh. She's going to hold down second base. The third baseman will bat second. That's number 1, Helly Badarudin. Number 10, Emily Hermes, will be the shortstop, batting third. Batting fourth is the pitcher, Kayla Hickethard. Carly Tipp, the catcher, will bat fifth. She's number 15. Number 18, Ashton Leibel, will get the call to left field. She's batting sixth. Morgan Hall is the DP for today's game. She's going to bat seventh. Number 12. And number 20, Violet Whitegrass, batting eighth. She's going to hang out in right field. The first baseman rounds out the batting order. That's number 25, Casey Donahue. And number 21, Melody Vandeper, is your flex player for the Breakers. So starting lineups taken care of, and a national anthem under the belt. We are ready to go. Our officials for today's game: behind the plate is the general, Glenn Welsh, and in the field is Steve Picard. And that is your full slate of lineup for today's game as we get ready to go. And warming up in the Five Valley Auto Pitchers Circle is Shannon Byrne. So Byrne set to go, and McHugh in the box. Breakers coming off of a pair of losses last night to Plains, and it was a tough game for everyone. But the Plains Trotters coming away with a pair of wins, so that makes the Breakers at 500. They're 3-3 against these very lethal Lady Falcons, and the Falcons, they do boast 6 seniors on the squad, so experience at the helm with a senior pitcher. So McHugh ready to go, and she'll come to the plate to get us started. McHugh, a right-handed batter. She started off had the second game in the pitcher's circle. So McHugh ready to go. And the first pitch on the way, swung on. This one's into the glove of the second baseman. First pitch officially at 4:01. And we got one down on the first pitch. So that takes us to Helly Badarudin. And Batter-Rudine will be patient for ball 1. Here's the pitch by Byrne. Swung on. As we get strike 1. So an even count at 1 for Batter-Rudine. Welsh says, let's play. Pitch on the way. Swung on. This one's going to bounce out. Picked up in the dirt on the run by Byrne. The throw to first, and that is out number 2. So that brings us to the shortstop, number 10, Emily Hermes. Pitch by Byrne. Outside for ball 1. And Hermes being patient for ball 2. And we get strike 1, so 2-1 on the count now. To the shortstop. And once again, Hermes showing some patience to get us 3-1 on the count. Shannon Byrne in the Five Valley Auto pitcher's circle. Foot on the rubber and the pitch on the way. Swung on. This one's going to roll out. She can't get it in the glove. Does Byrne. Picked up by the second baseman. Throw is over, and Hermes will get the chance at second. So Hermes hits a ball that gets some eyes and rolls out. And that puts a runner on for the Breakers with 2 outs. We come to Kayla Hickether, and Hickether picks up strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's down the hole, down third base. Hermes is going to come around third on her way home. Hickether will hold up at first, and the Breakers get on the board first off the Hickether single. And we come to Carly Tip now. And they're going to bring Rashana Harris in to courtesy run for Hickether. No, it looks like Stephanie Radcliffe has actually come in to courtesy run for Hickether. We're at Autofill Field here in Florence, and they have done some great improvements here. Some beautiful looking dugouts, a gorgeous backstop that has the sponsors, and an awesome eagle across the front of it. Or Falcon, I should say, since it's the Florence Falcons. Tip will let the first pitch go by for ball 1. Coach Bissett, third base coach. Pitch on the way, and Tip will step out just as the pitch is thrown. And Hermes is going to, or Radcliffe is going to go ahead and make her way to second. Tip had called time and stepped out just as the windup was happening. Now Byrne will pitch, and this one's going to come over the plate inside. Evens the count out at 1. Here's the pitch. Inside, Radcliffe will play at second, but comes back to the base. Byrne now, foot on the rubber, pitch on the way. And Tip's going to get contact. This one's into the glove of the right fielder. No, it's off the tip of the glove. Radcliffe around third. On her way home, the throw is made. It's high, but Radcliffe will score. Tip on her way to second now on the overthrow. And the Breakers take a 2-run lead here. On the state champs. And we come to Ashton Leibel now. Leibel getting the call in left. She played left field last night in game 2 and did a splendid job out there. Here's the pitch, and she'll swing on it. It's inside for strike 1. 2 down, 2 runs earned. Opening inning, Breakers and Falcons. Here's the 0-1, and it's contact. Second baseman will pick it up. The throw to first is there in time, and that's a side. So the Breakers will earn 2 and leave 1 behind. They lead 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the first inning where the Loyola Breakers have the lead on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard 2-0. And so now the Falcons will have their opportunity, and it's Byrne, Dalek, and Mangun. So pitcher, catcher, and left field to lead things off. And Coach Rawls is going to make his way over to the third base coach's box. And the left-handed batter of Shannon Byrne, the pitcher, will step in. Hickether now ready on the rubber. Here's the first pitch of the inning. And it's just outside for ball 1. Hickether now with the pitch. Swung on. This one's high, short. Hickether says she's got it. It's in the glove, and that's out number 1. So the pop out takes us to number 17, Natalie Dulac. As I wrote it as an A. Bunt showing. Pitches between the legs of Tip. And we have ball 1. Hickether now ready. That one's going to be a strike, but out of the glove of Tip for an even count at 1. Riley Mangun in the on-deck circle for the Falcons. Here's the 1-1. Swung on. This one's got some backspin. It's going to land right on second base. Picked up by Hermes. And the single will get things going with 1 out for the Falcons. Left fielder Riley Mangun stepping in. She'll show bunt, backs off, and the left-handed batter will have ball 1. Man-gun, part of that state runner-up girls Falcon basketball program, and Glenn Welsh will throw the fist in the air for strike one. So an even count at 1 for the left fielder. Pitch, bunt, contact, and we'll get strike 2. So 1-2 on the count. We want to send a shout out to Scott Dwight, as we were needing some power for today's game and he let us borrow his generator. So much thanks to Scott Dwight. Scott Dwight Construction, and Man-gun will swing for strike 3, and that's out number 2. We come to Kylie Kovac, the first baseman. She'll settle in. Right-handed batter is Kovac. And a good pitch by Hickether puts it over the plate for strike 1. And the Falcons showing patience like the rest of the teams have against Hickether earlier this year. Swung on for strike 2. So 0-2 on the count. Hickether will check her wristband. Now settles in. Pitch on the way. And this one's got some air, and just off the glove, it is fouled on the first base line. Batter stays alive at 0-2. Glenn Welsh gives us the 0-2. Tip settles in behind the plate, and the pitch is on its way. This one's got some air, and it will stay in play. Whitegrass will pick it up on the line. Runner at first from first is around to third. And with 2 outs, the Falcons have a threat at third. And now one of the most athletic young ladies I've seen at the high school level, Daniela Zahn, coming to the plate, the shortstop. And here's the pitch over the plate for strike 1. Daniela, one of those types of athletes that can change the outcome of a game on her own. Here's the pitch by Hickether. And Tip's got to block it down. And we get a ball. So even count at 1 with 2 outs and runners on the corners. Hickether would like to get through this inning with a goose egg for the Falcons, as the Breakers have a 2-0 lead. And we go even, or we go 2-1 on the count on the inside pitch on Zahn. Jaden Larson in the on-deck circle for Florence. Swung on. Inside pitch. And we go 2-2. Runners at the ready. Pitch on the way. Outside. And we're full at 3-2. Zahn getting the call from Coach Rawls. Here's to the Hickether pitch, and swung on. And Hickether will strike him out. We head to the top of the second with the Breakers leading 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing.
Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Autofield Field in Florence, Montana for the Breakers taking on the Falcons on the softball field. And top of the second inning, the Breakers have the Fast Trip Conical scoreboard 2-0. Bottom of the order coming up for Loyola, as we'll have 7, 8, 9 batters. Number 12, Morgan Hall. 20, Violet Whitegrass. Number 25, Casey Donahue coming to the plate, and the DP, Morgan Hall, to go ahead and start things off here for the Breakers. Here's the first pitch by Byrne, and it's going to have contact, foul for strike one. Welsh says play ball. And now Byrne with the pitch. High and outside for ball one. And Hall this year, 21 plate appearances. She's got 3 hits, all of them singles as we move to strike two. 1-2 on the count. Leadoff batter here in the top of the second. Pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one's got air backwards at us. And Hall will stay alive. It's Violet Whitegrass in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that will strike out the batter. And that was a dirty pitch by Byrne as she slowed the ball down, and Hall just ahead of it. We come to Violet Whitegrass now for the Breakers. She's hanging out in right field. Whitegrass, a natural athlete, very talented. Here's the first pitch by Byrne, and she's going to go ahead and smack this one into the first baseline dugout for strike one. Whitegrass is showing some aggression at the plate this year. Pitch on the way, and we get ball one. For Whitegrass, she is batting .056. Swung on for strike two. Here's the Byrne pitch. Swung on, and Byrne will strike out the first two batters to take us to the bottom of the order in Casey Donahue. Bless you. So Donahue will step in. Here's the pitch. Swung on for strike one. Pitch on the way, and that one's across the shins for ball two. Breakers will be at home on Thursday night as they host Anaconda. First pitch scheduled for 4 o'clock. Here's the pitch outside for ball two. So Donahue doing a good job of showing some patience. The 2-1 and contact. Foul into the backstop for strike two. So 2-2 on the count now to the first baseman. 2 outs and nobody on. And this one's going to be fouled into the dugout down the first base line. Keeps the batter alive at 2-2. Top of the order standing in the on-deck circle, and Molly McHugh for the Breakers. Here's the pitch. inside, and we're full at 3-2. For the Falcons, the 6, 7, 8 batter scheduled on the bottom of the second inning. Here's Byrne with the pitch. Contact, foul. Good job by Hall to keep a fight through and really stretch out the pitch count on Byrne. Here's the pitch. Contact, back at us. Here's the pitch. And we get a walk with 2 outs. Swings us to the top of the order to Molly McHugh. McHugh settles in, right-handed batter. And she'll hit this one down the third base line, picked up by the third baseman. High throw. And they're going to say the side. So the Breakers not able to earn any runs. When we go to the bottom of the second, 2-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Breakers lead 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and it is Jaden Larson in the box now for Florence, and the first pitch is a ball. Here's a pitch to the left-hander, and it's high for ball 2. Cassidy Yeoman in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch by Hickether. That one slides over the plate to get Hickether in the count at 2-1. Larson steps into the box. She is the DP for the Falcons today. Bunt showing. And we get ball 3. So Hickether behind in the count, 3-1. Gets the call, and now the pitch. And a walk to lead off the inning. Number 18, Cassidy Yeoman, the right fielder, comes to the plate now for the Falcons with 1 on and no outs. Here's the pitch. Outside on the lefty for ball 1. Yeoman steps in. And we get ball 2. Just a little high in the zone. For Hickether. Here's the 2-0 now. And there, Hickether slides it over the plate for strike 1. Breakers wearing their new jerseys. They've got the navy blue bottoms with the red and white stripe down the sides. Scarlet socks to the knees, a scarlet and navy blue top, navy blue scarlet top with navy blue shoulders and white stripes on it. A white breakers. As the bunt is laid down, Hickether will have the throw to first, and the sack bunt does its job for out number 1. And we come to the center fielder, number 4, Danara Greer, for the Falcons. Bunt showing, and it's going to slide over the plate for strike 1. So 1 out and a runner at second for the Falcons. Here's the pitch. And we get strike 2 as she swings on the bunt. 0-2 with 1 out. Bottom of the second, Breakers lead 2-0 over the Falcons. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and it's going to foul back at us. Keep the count at 0-2. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle with 1 out. That's Emily Kinneman, the third baseman. Here's the pitch. And we're low for ball 1. Greer steps back in. And the 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. Coach Rawls with a little instruction. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's high over the pitcher's circle. McHugh comes in, secures it in the glove, and the pop out will be out number 2. And we come to number 12, Emily Kinneman. Bottom of the order for the Falcons with 2 outs and a runner at second. And Hickether will slide the ball over the plate for strike 1. Hickether, foot on the rubber, pitch on the way. Swung on for strike 2. For the Falcons, they're wearing their straight black jersey pants with the maroon socks. They've got a maroon name and number and a strikeout to end the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inning. We go to the top of the third right after this. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in the top of the third inning where the Loyola Breakers have a lead 2-0 over the Falcons. And we have Helly Badarudin at the plate, and she'll let the first pitch go by for ball 1. Pitch right over the plate for strike 1. So an even count at 1 now for Badarudin. Badarudin. Did not reach her first at bat as the third pitch is ball 2. So 2, 3, 4 are scheduled on the inning for the Breakers as Badarudin lets it ride by for strike 2. So 2-2 on the count. So that means Badarudin, Hermes, and Hickether. Hermes in the on-deck circle warming up. Pitch on the way. And swung on inside. Byrne tied her up. And that's out number 1. So now we come to Emily Hermes. With 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way by Byrne. High for ball 1. Hickether in the on-deck circle, ready to go. Pitch on the way. Low for ball 2. 2-0. And Byrne will slide the ball over the plate for a no swing, strike 1. For Hermes, 1 for 1 with the first run. And she's got contact. This is out to the shortstop. Zahn with a rocket over to first, but not in time. And Hermes will get on base for the second time today. And we come to the pitcher, Kayla Hickether. So 1 out, 1 on, top of 3. Breakers lead 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch by Byrne. Inside on the right-handed batter for strike 1. Hickether settling in. And now the pitch. Swung on. This one's got air. It's deep into left field. Left fielder is back there, and it's caught at the fence. Riley Mangun steals a homer away from Hickether. And that's out number 2. It's Carly Tipp. Great job by Hickether. Pulling that one down. She went into the fence and caught it and held on. Carly Tipp now at the plate. Here's the pitch by Byrne. And it's across the shins for ball 1. 2 outs and Hermes at first. Tipp settles in. And Tipp's going to find the hole in center. Hermes will hold up at second. And the Breakers will have runners at first and second for the left fielder, Ashton Leibel. So Leibel stepping up. Here's the pitch to Leibel. In the dirt, it's going to get loose, and runners will advance to second and third. As we get ball 1. Shannon Byrne in the 5 Valley Auto pitcher circle, and Leibel's going to hit this one to the second baseman. The throw is there, and that is the side. So the Breakers get 2 on, but they leave them there. We go to the bottom of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times, with a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable. Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Autofill Field here in Florence, Montana, the rejuvenated field here in Florence. That was me. I think I got the best of Glenn there for a second. That doesn't happen usually. But the field here looking great, as they had some work done on it last year and some brand new dugouts. They've got a concession stand set up behind us and a little clubhouse, new fencing, new grass, new field material. I would encourage you to look at the Florence schedule on the Florence High School, Florence Carlton website, as the first pitch to Byrne is across the plate for strike one. We get the schedule, come down and check out this new facility. It is gorgeous down here, what they've done to renovate it. Outside, to even us out at one, Kayla Hickether in the Five Valley Auto Pitchers Circle. In her 2 innings, she struck out 3 and walked 1 and has not allowed a run with 2 hits. This one's going to roll down the first base line, foul for strike 2. So top of the order here in the bottom of the third for Florence. It's Byrne, Dulac, and Mangun. And time was called. Glenn Welsh calls off the pitch. Starting to get a little bit of breeze. Looking at the radar before the game, as there was some moisture in Missoula, and the radar showed there wasn't much coming. But you know, it's the Bitterroot Mountains, and you never know what's going to happen. Here's the pitch. That one's off the toe, a tip, as we get ball 2. Two to Byrne. Byrne's first at bat. She did not reach. She's going to go ahead and reach on this one. It's going to bounce out in front of the plate. They say play on, and Byrne is going to reach first off the little dribbler. In front of Tip. So we come to Natalie Dulac now, the catcher for the Falcons. Hickether now, right foot on the rubber. And here's the pitch. Strike 1. Hickether now settles on the rubber. Bunt showing, it's laid down, nice bunt, and Battarudine's not able to get to it, and that'll put a runner on at first off of the air. So we come to Riley Mangun now. Mangun, the home run stealer. Mangun ready now. Left-handed batter is Mangun. And the first pitch will be a strike. Runners at first and second with no outs here for the Falcons. Bottom of the third. Breakers lead 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Bunt showing. This one's high and fair. Lands at third. Can they get the ball there? No, not in time. And the bases are loaded with no outs for the Falcons. So he's going to call it foul, and they'll bring everybody back. Makes it strike 2. 0-2 on the count. Mangun settles back in, and she'll be struck out for out number 1. Hickether comes back and slides the ball over the plate. Kylie Kovac now, the first baseman. Right-handed batter settles in. Pitch on the way, and it's low for ball one. Runners will hold at first and second. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is going to be fouled back. And we're even at one on the count. Welsh gives us the count. Runner at first at the ready. And they're going to go ahead and advance the runner. And that loads the bases with one out now. And the very dangerous Danny Zahn coming to the plate with one out and loaded bases. Here's the pitch. High for ball one. And we get strike one now. Even count at one. For the shortstop. Hickether now, foot on the rubber, pitch on the way. Bunt laid down, beautiful bunt. Hickether will pick it up and will not make the throw. And the Falcons will score their first run of the game to make it 2-1. We go to the DP now. Jaden Larson. And Coach Bissett's going to come out and check in with his infield. Five Valley Auto Sales, one of our new sponsors. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. Whether it's their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valleys Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location on South Reserve, 3300 South Reserve in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So Larson ready now with loaded bases and one out. Here's the first pitch to Larson, high for ball one. Cassidy Yeoman in the on-deck circle for Florence. And a low pitch for ball two. Danny Zahn with a nice little bunt that didn't go anywhere. It came off the bat and just died in front of the plate. And we get ball three. So that's what earned the first run of the game for the Lady Falcons. For Larson, walked her first at bat. She's facing a 3-0 count now. And a pitch over the plate for strike one. So Hickether crawls into the count at 3-1. Here's the pitch. And a foul tip on the bunt back into the netting gets us a full count at 3-2. For the Breakers, bottom of the order. Swung on. This one's foul. Keeps the batter alive at 3-2. Larson settles back in. Pitch on the way. and struck out the batter for out number 2. So with stacked bases, Hickether behind in the count, comes back and strikes out the batter for out number 2. So Cassidy Yeoman to the plate now. And the first pitch is a strike. Hickether looking to deal her way out of the jam. Yeoman settles in. Left-handed batter is Yeoman. Swung on and fouled right at us. Gives it a pitcher's count at 0-2. 2 outs and loaded bases. And the wild ball is going to bring the runner home from third. And nope. Glenn Welsh says, nope, go back to your base. So Glenn Welsh is going to have the runner head back, and we stay at 1-2 on the scoreboard. So 0-2 on the count, and Yeoman settles back in. Here's the pitch, and we get ball 1. One, 2 on the count, 2 outs and loaded bases. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back. Batter stays alive. Yeoman now ready for the pitch, and she'll swing on it. This is going to foul up over our heads, and the batter will continue to roll. For Yeoman, they didn't mark down her first at bat in the book here. She's going to swing, and that one's over Hermes' head. It rolls deep into the gap in left field. Runner from third is home. They bring the runner from second home. Danielle is on from first, is rounding the corner at third, and 3 runs scored off the triple by Yeoman. And the Falcons take a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the third with a runner at third and 2 outs. And we come to the 8th spot batter in Danera Greer with 2 outs. Big hit for Yeoman. And we get ball 1 to the left-handed batter. Just enough scoop on it where it was above Hermes' glove at shortstop and landed right in the gap in left field. Pitch over the plate gets us even at 1 on the count. Want to send a shout out to Scott Twite. Twite Construction is bunt showing. Bunt laid down. Hickether picks it up. The throw to first, and it's tagged for the side. So 1 left behind, but 4 scored, and it is 4-2 Florence. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in the top of the fourth, yes, we have not switched over it's top of the fourth, and the Falcons have swung back to lead 4-2. And leading off the inning is Morgan Hall, and the first pitch to Hall by Byrne is a strike for a swing. So bottom of the order for the Breakers here, and Hall will swing for strike 2. Shannon Byrne in the Five Valley Auto pitcher's circle, and she'll strike out the first batter for out number 1. We go to Violet Whitegrass, the right fielder for Florence now. So Whitegrass settles in, and here's Byrne with the pitch. And Whitegrass will have contact, foul ball for strike 1. Casey Donahue in the on-deck circle for the Breakers. Here's the Byrne pitch, and it's inside for strike 2. That was a tricky pitch, and I've seen 2 Breaker batters get twisted up on it. This time, Whitegrass lets it go by. And an outside pitch over the plate will strike out the batter for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 Ks for Byrne here in the top of the 4th inning. As Casey Donahue comes to the plate for the Breakers. First pitch, Donahue will smack to the first base dugout for strike 1. Donahue walked her first at bat. Welsh gives us the count at 0-1. Pitch on the way. Inside over the plate for strike 2. So Byrne looking to go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swung on, contact, foul over our heads. And the batter will stay alive at 0-2. Top of the order, standing in the on-deck circle for the Breakers, and Donahue will be struck out. So 1-2-3 for Byrne here in the 4th, and the Falcons will have the top of their order coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in the bottom of the 4th. Falcons lead 4-2 over the Breakers on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And it's the bottom of the order. Emily Kinnaman, and she'll swing on the first pitch for strike 1. Here's the pitch by Hickether. Outside, and we're even. So 9-1-2 on the inning with Byrne standing in the on-deck circle for the Falcons. Here's Hickether with the 1-1. Swung on, foul back. Gets us to strike 2. So the Breakers will be at home on Thursday night as they host Anaconda. MPSN will not have coverage of that game as I will be out of town. Breakers' next game after that is the 23rd as they host Hamilton. And we get strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Tip gets the call from the dugout and relays it to Hickether. Hickether now, foot on the rubber and pitch on the way. And we get ball 2. 2-2 on the count. Leadoff batter on the inning, and this one's going to be hit hard into left field. It's going to be just foul. That one was deep in the corner, but landed just out of play, and the batter will get a chance once again at 2-2. Here's Hickether now. Pitch to the left-handy, and we get a full count at 3-2. For Kinnaman, struck out her first at bat. Here's the 3-2. Swung on. This one's going to be to the shortstop. Picked up in the dirt. The throw to first is there, and it's out. So that's the first out of the inning. Nice job on Hermes to rocket that ball over to first, and for Donahue to hold on to it. We're going to swing to the top of the order now to Shannon Byrne, the pitcher. Infield play tight today for the Breakers. Pitch on the way. Lefty's going to hit this one into center field, and Vanderpeer cannot put it in the glove as the ball is going to roll to the warning track. Runners at second around the corner. Throw is made. They're going to go ahead and bring her around, and they're going to call that an infield home run. For the Falcons in the park. Five, 2 Falcons. Bottom of the 4th. We come to Natalie Dulac. Pitch on the way. Inside for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Slices the plate in half for strike 1. So Dulac in the box. She's the catcher today. Mangun in the on deck, and this one's going to be low for ball 1. 2-1 on the count. Dulac 1 for 2 on the day. Ball's going to get away, but they're going to say strike. So 2-2. Dulac earning a run off that bases loaded half inning for the Falcons. Pitch on the way, swung on. This one's going to roll out. Hermes will get it in the dirt. The throw to first is there and held on to, and that's out number 2. Great job on the 6-3 play. And with 2 outs, we come to Riley Mangun, the left fielder. Mangun had that sweet play against Hickether defensively, and we'll say strike 1 as she looked a check swing, but Welsh is going to say she committed. Hickether with the shot into left field, and Mangun grabbing it before it went over the fence. as the pitch is outside on the lefty for ball one. So 1-1 on the count to Mangun. Hickether checks her wristband and now sets her foot on the rubber. Pitch on the way. And it's a strike. With 2 outs, Hickether would like to have a finish out on this inning so the Breakers can get into swinging. This one's foul down the third base line, and it'll be out of the park as the batter stays alive at 1-2. Top of the order for the Breakers in the 5th inning with 2 outs here and nobody on. And this one is out of the grips of Tip, and we go 2-2. Here's the pitch, and it's high right back at us, and we're at a full count at 3-2. Mangun settles in. Kovac in the on-deck circle, and this one's swung on, and that's the side. So an in-the-park home run to put a run up to make it 5-2. We go to the top of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the 5th inning. The Falcons lead 5-2 over the Loyola Breakers here at Autothill Field in Florence, Montana. Top of the order for the Breakers. To start the inning, Molly McHugh. Pitch on the way, and McHugh will let it go by for strike 1. Shannon Byrne getting the stretch. This one's going to get past the first baseman, and McHugh will find herself on base for the second time today. Leadoff hit for the Breakers, and we come to Heli Badarudin. One, two, 3 batters scheduled on the inning. Badarudin set in, right-handed batter. Here's Byrne. Bunt showing down the third base line, and they're going to call this foul for strike 1. Good lay on the bunt, but the wrong curve. It rolled over the line. Badarudin settles in the pitch. Bunt laid down, and this will be strike 2. 0-2 on the count. Runner at first. Breakers looking to get back in as they're down 5-2. They held the lead for the first 2 innings. This one's going to be high over second base, and it's in the glove. That's out number 1. McHugh will hold at first. We come to the shortstop now. Emily Hermes.
Shortstop number 2, Emily Hermes.
Hermes to settle into the box. Pitch on the way. Strike one. We'll have Legion Baseball on Saturday as the Missoula Mavericks will host the Bozeman Bucks for the second doubleheader of the season. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down, and this was a good one by Hermes. They are not able to pick it up, and runners at first and second with one out. Byrne taking a look at the base before she picked up the ball. And that earns Hermes a right to stand on first. We come to the pitcher, Kayla Hickether now. So runners at first and second with one out for Hickether. Here's the pitch. And it's outside on the right-handed batter for strike one. On the outside of the plate, I should say. Sun breaking through the clouds here in Florence. And Hickether will have this one bounce off and go behind her for strike two. A rare appearance by the Sun today. We'll soak it up, though. Here's the 0-2 to Hickether. And we get ball one. One out. Runners at first and second for the Breakers here in the top of the fifth inning. Carly Tipp in the on-deck circle. And Hickether will take a swing at it. This one's going to be foul and just out of play. Keeps Hickether alive. At 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and Hickether will get it over the glove of the third baseman. The throw to third will not be in time, and the Breakers will load the bases with one out. That one was just over. Caught the tip of the glove. And they're going to go ahead and bring Radcliffe back in to run for Hickether as Carly Tipp comes to the plate. Loaded bases with one out for the Breakers. And Welsh will make the change in his book. Radcliffe at first, Hermes at second, and McHugh at third. Ready for play. Here's the pitch outside. Ball one. 5-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch by Byrne. Outside for ball two. And it looks like pitching coach is going to come out and check in with and pitching staff, pitching coach will come out, momentary check-in. The infield will stay together. Senior leadership out there. And Tipp will step back in. 2-0 on the count. Loaded bases for the Breakers with one out. Here's the Byrne pitch. And that one's inside for ball three. We go 3-0. Shannon Byrne, foot on the rubber, gets the pitch. And she'll get into the count at 3-1 as Tipp lets it slide by. Breaker dugout, very active. Here's the pitch by Byrne. And Tipp's going to have this one by. Runner from third is home. Here comes Hermes around second to third. The throw home is made. And the Breakers will earn 2 off the tip single. 5-4 Florence on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. With 1 out and runners at first and second, we come to Ashton Leibel for the Breakers. Here's the pitch by Byrne, and Leibel is going to have this one right to the pitcher. The throw to first, and that's out number 2. Runners will advance to second and third. And we go to Morgan Hall, the DP. Enjoying that sun coming out. It's been a little bit chillier than it normally has this time of year with ice and snow still on those mountain peaks. And Hall will swing for strike 1. Pitch on the way, and this one's foul back at us for strike 2. It's kind of strange to look up at those mountains above 8 Mile and still see snow on them here this late in April. Hopefully we'll have a good summer. Outside pitch gets us ball 1. So 1-2 to the DP. Fouled off, and Hall will stay alive. And Hall will hold on to 2-2. Breakers looking to add in. And Hall will smack this one. It's high, foul down the first base line, secured in the glove, and that's the side. So Breakers will earn 2, leave 2, and it's a 1-run game going into the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Breakers earning 2 runs in the top of the 5th to make it a 1-run game. 5-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For the Falcons, it's the 4, 5, 6 batters. Kovac, Zahn, and Larson. So Kylie Kovac standing in the on-deck circle. Kovac, another intricate part of that Lady Falcon basketball program that ran into a very lethal Browning team this year. So Kovac in the box, ready for the first pitch by Hickether. And it'll be low for ball 1. Pitch by Hickether. And it's over the plate to even it out at 1. Good crowd here at Otto Stadium. The Ramley traveling very well, and the Falcon fans down the first base line. Hickether's pitch in the dirt but in front of the plate. Tip doing a good job of keeping it in front of her. Makes the count 2-1. For the first baseman. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be foul. And we even the count out. Welsh gives us our count at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be foul up over our heads as it lands and rolls into the creek behind us. Batter stays alive at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one will be foul. No, it's going to land fair, and McHugh will have it in the glove. That's one down here in the bottom of the fifth. Looked like that one was going to get out of play, but it stayed in. Now we come to the shortstop, Danny Zahn. Zahn is one of the more exciting players. As the pitch slides over the plate for strike one. In all of high school sports that I've seen, there's very few players that have been able to influence the game just with their athletic ability and will. Zahn's going to smack this one. It's got eyes as it rolls into center field. And Zahn's going to go ahead and get second as the throw is wide. So Daniela Zahn with a hit for the Falcons, and with one out, we go to the DP, Jaden Larson. (5-4) on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Hickether with her foot on the rubber in the 5 Valley Auto pitcher circle. And bunt showing high. They'll call it ball one. And Tip playing with Zahn out there at second. On deck circle has Cassidy Yeoman. She's the one that had the, and this one's foul, laid down bunt for strike one. Yeoman would have the base clearing triple in that big run inning for the Falcons, as Welsh will clean the plate off. I think Welsh just needed a break there. Welsh taking a second to have a conversation with Tip before he cleans the plate off. Now the outside pitch gets us at 2-1. You know, folks, when you've got a guy like Welsh that comes out of retirement, if any of you are interested in officiating any sport, as we get a ball pitch to make it 3-1. Research it online. You can always, for baseball and softball, you can always get a hold of Max E. Cannon on Facebook. And we get strike two to make it a full count at 3-2. But it doesn't matter what the sport is, lacrosse, softball, basketball, football, baseball. We are in great need of officials in our area, and if that's something you feel like you could do, please. This one's going to be smacked into left field over Leibel's head. She can't get to it. Zahn tags at second. They're going to go ahead and swing Zahn around third. She's on her way home as the throw is made, and a stand-up double as the overthrow pitch, and Batterudin is there. They're going to say safe on the throw to third. So the Falcons will add a run and have a threat at third. With one out. And here comes Cassidy Yeoman. Her last at bat cleared the bases. She had a triple with bases loaded. Here's Hickether with the pitch. Left-hander will show bunt in the air. Can't get it, and it's going to be foul for strike one. A nice job by Donahue over there at first, but just out of reach. And Tip will take a moment and gather in the infield here for the Breakers. And a quick counsel, and we get back into action. So Yeoman settles in, facing an 0-1. Bunt laid down, rolls down the third base line. They'll say fair. Throw to first is there. And the runner will score with a run with the single to first. Seven 4 Falcons with one out. And Danera Greer comes to the plate. And Tip wants to go to the dugout for a moment and check in with Coach Bissett. And Tip wants to appeal the call at first. And Welsh says no. So we settle in for the lefty of Danara Greer. She shows bunt, high pitch for ball one. Greer settles in. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle. Bunt laid down. This one's going to be picked up by Hithaker, and she will not make the throw. And with one out, runners at first and second on back-to-back bunts. And that takes us to the bottom of the order, to the third baseman, Emily Kinnaman. Here's the Hickether pitch. Bunt showing. This one's going to roll backwards, and it's foul for strike one. So Coach Rawls has found a spot, a soft spot in the breaker armor, and has been laying down the bunt to put runners on. Here's the 0-1 by Hickether, and we get ball one. And that is what made these Falcons a state champion last year and have the ability to return to that title once again this year. The 1-1 by Hickether. Off the toe of Tip, and the runners will advance to second and third. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for Florence and Shannon Byrne. 2-1 on the count to Kinnaman. Here's the pitch. High for ball three. Runners at second and third with one out. Here's the pitch. And we get strike two to make it a full count. So a full count to Kinnaman with one out and runners at second and third. Hickether sets. Kinnaman has been walked, and that will be walk number, or unless she got contact on that. 3-2 is what Welsh says it is, so we'll go with that. Kinnaman walked in one of her two at-bats. This one she's going to smack. It'll have eyes as it rolls into right field. Runner from second is home, or third is home. Runner from second will round the corner at third, and the Falcons add two more runs on with one out. And it's now 9-4 Falcons, and Hickether wants to call everybody in and discuss this one. So team meeting in the Five Valley Auto Pitchers Circle. And we've got a special sponsor this year, as we've got one that is celebrating an anniversary, and that's in Tip Coburn and Associates. You know, they've been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense law in addition to other areas for the past 60 years. If you're in need of some legal help, give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their new website at www.tcsattorneys.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montanans since 1959 and proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So meeting adjourned, and we are ready for Shannon Byrne with one out. First pitch is a ball. One out and a runner at first for the Falcons. Top of the order in the box. And this one's going to be swung on. Foul down the third base line. And Leibel will not be able to get it for strike one. (9-4) is your score on the Fast Trip Auto scoreboard. Here's the pitch. High pitch for ball two. Hickether in her 4 1/3 innings. 9 runs off 11 hits as this one's fouled for strike two. 2-2 on the count for Byrne. Hickether, 9 runs off of 11 hits, 5 of those earned, struck out 6 and walked 1. And this one is off of Byrne. She'll get the base to put runners at first and second. Natalie Dulac now coming to the plate for the Falcons. For Dulac, she's 1 for 3 with a run. So with 1 out, runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. Want to send a special shout out to the Twite family, Scott Twite, letting us use the generator for power today out here in Florence as the inside pitch gets us ball 2. Much appreciated from Scott Twite. Got to see Lloyd today. Always good to see that man. Pitch slides over the plate for strike 1. Got to see 3 generations of Twites today as I picked up the generator. Lloyd, Scott, and Scotty were all there. Scotty helping me load the generator in the back of the truck, and Scott there to get me going on the generator. Swung on. This one's going to roll out to Batteruden. The throw to first is there and held on to, and that'll be out number 2. Runners at second and third with 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th. And we go to Riley Mangun for the Falcons. Here's the pitch. Ball's outside. Tip keeps it in front of her for ball 1. It's always nice to see Lloyd. He's always got a smile and how you doing, no matter when you see him. Pitch on the way. Swung on. We get strike 1. And Scotty, he's always a fun one to talk to too. Scotty's a great guy. Kind of had him, threw him off a little bit as the pitch is low for ball 1. I had was doing video stream for one of the Loyola Rams football games this fall, and my cameraman had a family emergency at the last minute, looking for a person to run the camera as Mangun's going to foul this one backwards to stay alive at 2-2. So I saw Scotty before the game, just a few minutes before the game. I was like, hey, Scotty, You want to help me out? He's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. What you need? I said, I need somebody to run the camera. No, I can't do that. And Mengun will be struck out for the side. So 4 runs earned with runners left on, and we go to the top of the 6th, 9-4 Florence. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 6th inning. Falcons lead the Breakers 9-4, and it's Violet Whitegrass to lead off the inning. And the first pitch to Whitegrass will be a ball. Whitegrass hanging out in right field today. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action over there as she swings for strike 1. So an even count at 1. Whitegrass struck out her first 2 at-bats as this pitch slides over the plate for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count to the right fielder. It's the 8-9-1 batters on the inning for the Breakers. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and Whitegrass will get a roll on it. Picked up by Byrne. The throw to first, and it's secured. That's out number 1. Takes us to Casey Donahue. So Donahue will settle in. And the first pitch over the plate for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And low for ball 1. So even count at 1 for Donahue. Today Donahue struck out once, walked once in her first 2 at-bats. And she'll swing for strike 2. 1-2 on the count, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 6th. Pitch on the way. Swung on, and this will foul into the backstop. Donahue will stay alive. Molly McHugh in the on-deck circle for the Breakers. Dulac settles in behind the plate, and Byrne will have the pitch. And this one's lobbed up for Hall. She'll get it into right field, and Donahue, I should say, gets a hit for the Breakers with 1 out. That swings us to the top of the order for the Breakers as Molly McHugh will grab some dirt, rub it in her hands, and step into the box. Molly McHugh, the cousin of Ryan McHugh, former Ram basketball player, as the first pitch comes in low for ball 1. And Missoula Maverick pitcher and third baseman. And you see a lot of similarities in these two in their games. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be fouled into the netting for strike 1. Both in the basketball and the softball, baseball game as well, Molly is lethal from outside the 3-point line, just like Ryan was. Pitch on the way. This one's going to be smacked foul. And McHugh stays alive at 1-2. Welsh gives us our count, and now Byrne with the pitch. Swung on. This one's over second base. It'll hop into center field, and with one out, the Breakers will have runners at first and second as Heli Badarudin comes to the plate. Here's the pitch to Badarudin, and it is tied inside for ball one. One out, runners at first and second for the Breakers here in the top of the sixth. Here's the pitch by Byrne. Bunt showing, laid off, but it's over the plate for strike one. Hermes in the on-deck circle for the Breakers. And we get ball two. Two one on the count. Badarudin settles in. Here's the pitch to the right-hander. And we go 3-1 now. Shannon Byrne behind in the count for the Falcons. She has been on top of it so far. Only one jam on the game. And we get strike two to make it a full count. Hermes with some encouragement to Badarudin. And she'll be struck out looking. That's two down for the Breakers as Hermes comes to the plate. Hermes settles in with runners at first and second. Low pitch for ball one. Two outs, runners at first and second. For Hermes, she's 3 for 3 with 2 runs. And we get strike one. The sophomore really showing some grit this year, having to play in that shortstop position. She's going to smack this one right into the glove of the second baseman, and that's the side. So the Breakers will get 2 on, but they'll leave them there. We go to the bottom of the sixth with the Falcons holding on 9-5. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning where the Falcons lead 9-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And it's the 4-5-6 batters on the inning with number 20, Kylie Kovac, to start things off. Hithiker with her foot on the rubber, pitch on the way. It's in the dirt for ball one. For Kovac, she is 1 for 2 with a run as we get ball two. Breakers at home on Thursday, hosting Anaconda, and then the 23rd as we get ball 3. They will host Hamilton. Zahn in the on-deck circle for the Falcons, and it's only fitting above us. There is a Falcon on the hunt as we get strike 1. So 3-1 on the count now for the first baseman. And over the plate to make it a full count at 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to dribble down the third base line. Batterudin will have the throw to first. It's on the mark, and that's out number 1. So Danny Zahn comes to the plate now for the Falcons. She's the shortstop for Florence today. Here's the Hickether pitch outside for ball 1. Sun has hidden itself behind the clouds once again as the high pitch gets us ball 2. Hickether checks the wristband. Now the pitch. And we're at 3-0. So Hickether getting behind on the last 2 batters. She's now at 3-0. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Fouled right back at us for strike 1. And it looks like Colby Wood is in the on-deck circle. It'll be her first at-bat for the day. As this one will get us full count at 3-2. Colby Wood, the flex player for the Falcons today. She might be batting in the place of Larson, who is the DP. And this one's fouled off as Zahn will stay alive. Hour and 43 minutes into the game. We had a 4:01 first pitch. And Zahn is struck out for out number 2. And we're going to have our Colby Wood will come in now and bat in the 6th spot for Larson. So her first at bat on the day. And it's over the plate for strike 1. Hickether getting some fresh meat today, or now in this inning. Here's the pitch, and we'll get ball. Hickether looks to the dugout with Tip. Tip now settles in behind the plate. Here's the 1-1 by Hickether. And we'll get ball 2. Breakers 3-3 so far on the season. This one's smacked foul for strike 2 to even us out on the count. Hickether now, 5 2/3 innings. 8 strikeouts. This one's going to bounce out to Hickether. She'll have the throw to first, and that is the side. So the Breakers able to hold off any runs here in the bottom of the 6th, and it's the top of the 7th coming up, where it's all or nothing for Loyola. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the top of the 7th inning. The Breakers needing 5 runs to stay alive, and the first pitch to Kayla Hickether is a strike. So Hickether, Tip, and Leibel scheduled on the inning, and Byrne will have that one outside. Good job by Dulac to hold on to it. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 2. For Byrne, in her 6 innings leading up to this, 4 runs off of 10 hits, 2 of them earned, a strikeout and a walk. As we get ball 3. Carly Tip in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. And Hickether will be walked to put a runner on for the Breakers. And we're going to bring Radcliffe back in to run, courtesy run for Hickether. So Radcliffe to settle. And the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to roll out. Second baseman will have the throw. Shortstop down the line, but not in time. Leadoff runner is out. Tip will get the base off the hit. And that'll bring us to Ashton Leibel with 1 out and Tip at first. Here's the Byrne pitch, and Leibel will have this one to Zahn. Zahn with the scoop to second. The throw is not in time to first, and the leadoff runner is down for out number 2. So we come to Morgan Hall now for the Breakers with 2 outs and a runner at first. Good infield play by the Falcons to snipe off that leadoff runner, and Hall will swing on the first pitch for strike 1. The DP settles in. Check swing, but let it go for ball 1. Nice job to lay off. Here's the 1-1 by Byrne. Swung on for strike 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This will bounce out to Byrne. She'll have it in the pitcher's circle. The toss, and that is the side. And that is game. 9-4 is your final. The Falcons get the win over the Breakers. So Loyola, they will have Anaconda on Thursday at Loyola. First pitch scheduled for 4 o'clock for varsity. And no JV on that schedule. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for today's game. We will talk to you on Saturday from Lindbergh Craig Field. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well, good